Oh, good morning, everybody. Good morning. Can y'all hear me? Mic check, mic check. Can y'all hear me? Good morning, good morning. Can y'all hear me? Good morning, Aisha. Do I have any more moderators in here? Okay, y'all can hear me. The sound is good. I don't see any. I see. Oh, hey, Bougie Barbie. Good morning. Listen, let me tell you, there are two things that I can't stand. Okay? Two things that just irks me to my soul is one, when somebody tries to play with my intelligence. Well, three things. Somebody who tries to play with my intelligence, somebody that's trying to play with my money, and an ignorant ninja. I can't tolerate those three things. They send me in a tailspin. They send me in a fucking tailspin. And so we got two ninjas, two ignorant ninjas that we're going to talk about this morning. Got me in here on a Sunday morning. What time is it? 9:30? Yeah. Yeah. Yes, I saw Coach D's video, and his whole premise is that these ninjas like Rick Ross, Soulja Boy, Nelly, and who's the other one? Snoop Dogg. They don't care about anything other than their money. And that makes them ignorant, sad mofos. Okay? They don't care about nothing but their money.
So I want you to understand, it is your attention and your money that has made these people who they are today. It is your time, your energy, your click, your view, your money that has made these people rich, that has made these people famous. I want you to understand that you gave them this and you can take it away. Okay? You gave them this. They was totally different people when y'all gave them this. You can now correct that mistake, take away your time, your energy, your click, your view, and your money. Y'all put them up here, y'all can bring them down. Okay? Okay. Now, I've never followed any of these people. Never followed any of these people. I've never been a follower of celebrities like that. Never. Never. Never been a follower of celebrities like that. I've met a couple in my lifetime, and the most valuable celebrity is not up here that I've met that holds true into my memory. I remember the conversation. I follow him today, and a lot of y'all don't like him. I follow and support Todrick Hall. Y'all have y'all issues with him. I've met the man behind the scenes. I've had conversations with the man behind the scenes. I've never been a follower of celebrities like that. I used to talk about, I used to do videos on celebrity gossip and things like that. That didn't last too long, maybe a year, maybe two. I lost interest because what was happening politically became more important for my community than talking about Real Housewives of Atlanta, than talking about TV shows, and talking about what was going on with this celebrity and that celebrity. I walked away from that. I didn't talk about that. And I'm not saying that people who do talk about that, that's a problem. It's not. It's just I move beyond that, because what is happening politically and socially in our country is my passion. It's more important to me than talking about celebrities. So I've never followed celebrities like that. So we getting ready to talk about two ignorant ninjas. Now, if Snoop Dogg and Rick Ross have come out and said anything, I haven't seen it. Okay. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen a tweet. I haven't seen a post. I haven't seen a video. I just happened to come across these two posts from Soulja Boy and Nelly. And when I tell you, now we already know Soulja Boy is an ignorant ninja. We already know that. We know he is crackhead territory, right? But he's still an ignorant ninja. And I want to show y'all how he responded to this backlash that he's getting for shucking and jiving for a white supremacist, Massa, who's getting ready to decimate his community. But he don't care, because he got his money. He don't care. And I want to show you the response that's out there from Nelly. Nelly did an interview with someone. Let me tell you, I have a problem with the interviewer and Nelly. I'm getting to break down some things for Nelly, okay? Because he think he's smart. He think he's intelligent, and he's just another ignorant ninja, okay? Okay. Let me say some good mornings to the peace. Dang, we got 1,600 in the chat. What y'all doing up so early on this Sunday morning? I wasn't expecting this many people to be in here this early on a Sunday morning. But y'all, I guess y'all want to talk about this too. Y'all must have seen the clips. Y'all must have seen the clips and y'all fired up like I am fired up. Okay, say good morning to my two moderators that are in the chat, Life with Aisha and Bougie Barbie. If do I have any other moderators in the chat? Wave your wrench so I can say good morning to you. Wave your wrench so I can say good morning to you. I want to say a special good morning to all of my members. If you have not become a member, please become a member because it supports the channel. It supports what I do here on this channel. It's early. It's definitely early in California. Good morning, California. Good morning, Kendrick. Good morning. Boycotting Facebook starting today. Oh, the chat's going so fast. I can't see y'all. Somebody's boycotting Facebook. Baby, I deleted my Facebook page. I made the announcement yesterday, the day before yesterday. You guys can't find me on Facebook anymore. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, NYC. Sphinx says they deleted their Amazon. I'm not deleting my Amazon. I can't do it. I can't do it. Dominique, music lover, is already throwing dollars up on the stage. Thank you for the super chat. I did not delete my Instagram because of what I do here in this in the social media sphere. I have to maintain the communities that I have because that's how I disseminate information. Okay, that's how I disseminate information. But I understand why you guys are deleting these platforms. The reason why I can't delete Amazon is because a lot of times my family needs things, right? And they wait till the last minute. They'll wait till the last minute to tell me they need something and they don't have the funds for it. I'm sorry. I go right on over to Amazon, and sometimes I have to send them a gift cards, whatever. Sometimes I got to send toiletries, and I send it, and I know they're gonna get it in a day or two because by the time they tell me they are in need, I know they are completely out. Progressively Independent, one of my members. Good morning. You received your merch? I'm glad you did. I'm guessing you're talking about the Club 92% t-shirt. Hey, I thought I ordered a. No, I didn't. The red was sold out. No, I'm glad you love the t-shirt. Yeah, a lot of us content creators, we're not going to walk away from some of these platforms because of what we do. We use those platforms, especially if you're a content creator like myself, we use those platforms to disseminate information. Very important. Is that the right word? Disseminate? To make sure you all are informed. Thank you all for the super chat. Yes, I am on fan base. CD became a new member. Karen, thank you for the super chat. Please call your members of Congress. Please say no to Trump cabinet nominees. Baby, I'm not wasting my time, but I understand what you're saying. Karen, and I understand. They listen, the Republicans, I want y'all to understand how best to use your energy, okay? The Republicans, and I'm not discouraging you from calling your representatives. Please do that. Please do that. But I want you to understand the Republicans have the majority, right? So, yeah, unless the Democrats do some tough negotiations with the Republicans, those nominees are going to pass. They're going to pass. Okay? Regardless of who you call. I want you to understand Republicans do not care. They do not care about what the American people want. Look at this whole TikTok ban situation, right? Even though the whole situation of them going dark last night. They went dark last night at about 10:30. If you follow me out there on my other social medias, y'all know I put a post out there that TikTok had officially gone dark. Just take that for example, right? The majority of the Senate, 99% of the Senate, when they saw this thing was happening, the only way you can change this TikTok ban is if a bill is passed through Congress. Remember, Congress makes up the bills. Oh, that's my mom. I gotta call her back. They make up the bills. They debate on the bills on the House floor, on the Senate floor, all of that stuff. A lot of times the bill is brought forth in the Senate, and then if it passes, not the Senate, the House, if it passes the House, then it goes to the Senate, and then if it passes the Senate, then it goes to the president's desk. That's how legislation and policy is made in this country. The president doesn't make policy. The president doesn't make law. They don't have anything to do with the makeup of a bill. That is done in the House and in the Senate. Sometimes the Senate will bring forth a bill, and then vice versa, it'll go through to the House, and if it passes the House and in the Senate, which way it ever goes, then it goes to the president, and then once the president signs it, then it becomes law. Okay, so a lot of people get confused about that. Why can't Joe Biden just pass the law? No, it has to start in Congress. So when it comes to this TikTok bill, it was Congress that created this bill. And they buried the Republicans because, when they pass a bill, it can't just say, we're going to send $20 million to Ukraine. We're going to send $15 million to Taiwan. We're going to send $30 million to Israel. It just can't say that for the purposes of this, and this. It just can't say that. They have to put earmarks in it. They got to put other things in it. And what they do is they bury these other things amongst all of this verbiage, right? So a $5, not a five, a 5-page bill. One page could be for Ukraine, one page could be for Taiwan, one page could be for Israel. This is just my mindset, okay? But no, it can't be a 3-5-page bill because they done buried all this other stuff in the bill. So a 3-5-page bill turns into a 1,500-page bill. Y'all get what I'm saying? And so that's what happened. They set up policy or legislation to send money to the Ukraine, to Taiwan, to for the people over in Gaza, to provide aid for people over in Gaza, to provide weapons to Israel and all of that stuff, right? And in the midst of that, the Republicans outsmarted the Democrats and buried in this 1,000-page bill this TikTok ban for security. For security, right? Okay. And so Democrats didn't read the bill. Democrats didn't fully read the bill to see what's in the bill. And then on the other side of it, after everybody's done signed off on it, it goes to Joe Biden's desk. Joe Biden signs off on it, and bam, TikTok gonna be banned if it's not sold. Okay, I want to make sure we all on the same page, right? And so now that Joe Biden has signed it into law, there's the only thing that's going to change this is if Congress now comes back and puts forth new legislation. Congress puts together a bill and says, and that's what they tried to do. I'll get to that in a minute. Congress puts forth a bill and say, we aren't going to ban TikTok anymore. We did more investigation and realized that. Okay? Okay. And then the House signs off on it, and the Senate signs off on it, and then it goes to the president's desk for him to sign off on it, and then poof, TikTok comes back. Okay, so before TikTok was officially banned, Senator Markey, I don't know what state he represents, Senator Markey actually introduced legislation to extend the deadline for TikTok, right? I don't know. I think it was 120 days. Y'all could correct me down in the chat. To extend the deadline for TikTok. I think it was 120 days, 90 days, 120 days. He extended it. And that legislation was introduced in the Senate. Everybody signed off on it in the Senate, and all of the senators had to sign off on it, right? That's why I say 99% of the Senate signed off on it, but one person, racist ass Senator Tom Cotton, refused to sign off on it. And so the bill died. And so last night, TikTok went dark. Okay? Last night, TikTok went dark because Tom Cotton refused. How many senators? It was 222 that signed off on it, and I think there's 223. Tom Cotton was the only senator that refused to sign off on it. Tom Cotton is also the one that went to the Senate floor as they were debating the bill, speaking about the bill on the floor, talking about their concerns, this and that, and how it would affect everyday Americans and all of this stuff, right? Tom Cotton went to the floor and says he doesn't give a shit what Americans want. He doesn't give a shit what Americans want. And I hear that Americans are running over, to Xiaohongshu, the Red Note app. We talked about that on yesterday, right? They're going over there. And he said, I will introduce legislation to ban Americans' access to Xiaohongshu. This is what happens when you put representatives into Congress who represent others' interests and not the interests of the American people. And my passion is to make sure you understand who and what these representatives represent. Their shenanigans. When you get into the voting booth, I want you to know who and what you're voting for. Tom Cotton does not represent the American people. Whoever his benefactor is, that's what he represents. Does he have stock in Meta? That's what he's representing. Did he get a campaign contribution from one of Mark Zuckerberg's lobbyists, lobby people? He's definitely not representing the American people. I'm not saying that there aren't data security issues with TikTok. I'm saying there's also data security issues with Facebook, Instagram. Look at the hot mess that Twitter is. That's what I'm saying. And so instead of punishing Americans and banning an app, set legislation to protect the data of Americans across all applications. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Okay? Okay, but this is not why we're here. We're here to talk about Nelly and Soulja Boy. I'm just gonna go ahead. We're gonna watch this clip from Soulja Boy. I'm gonna let it play in its entirety because I really don't have much to say about Soulja Boy and his crackhead behavior. His ignorance it's sad. It he's not even worth using my brain cells to respond to. He is a sad, ignorant, misinformed individual. Let me set up my screen, baby. It's been a minute. I'm over here on the StreamYard, so let's see. I guess we're gonna use this. Hold on, that ain't what I want. This is what I want. There we go. Now, warning. This is the red flashing light. This is going to piss you off. Black people, this is going to piss you off, okay? Okay.
Get a president of the United States. Trump wasn't even there. It wasn't even a Trump. They paid me a bet. Obama ain't never put no money in my pockets. Nigga. Kamala ain't never put no money in my pockets. Nigga. Trump put money in my pockets. Nigga. They're trying to say something about me performing at the crypto ball party. Did Kamala call my phone? Did Obama call my phone? Did any of you call my phone? Oh God, fuck you, man. I do what the fuck I don't call my phone. It wasn't even a Trump event. Trump wasn't even there. Y'all so worried about he performed, him, Snoop Dogg, Rick Ross. Kamala, you ain't even win. Obama, you ain't called my fucking phone. I'll suck my dick, nigga. Y'all want me to not answer the phone of the president? Get a president of the United States. Trump wasn't even there. It wasn't even a Trump. It was the crypto ball for crypto. Y'all can suck my dick and cancel me all day. Fuck y'all. Yeah. On my thing, I don't give a fuck with nobody telling me what the fuck I want to do. And I'll go again. Fuck.
When y'all see me looking over here, this is where the chat box is. So I'm reading. I'm reading what y'all got to say. Black Diamond said, ew. Now y'all understand why I say this is crackhead behavior. This is crackhead behavior. I feel like I'm off centered. I'm kind of OCD about that. There we go. Now we all know Soulja Boy is broke, right? He was desperate for a gig. D-Dash, thank you for the super chat. D-Dash said this is why Harriet carried a gun. I agree. I put out a post like that the other day. Just a Ray of Hope, thank you for the super chat. Baby, I see, and yeah, that's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. if we don't shun these types of individuals from our community will continue in a downward spiral. We will never collectively grow. Remember what I said when we started this live. These people became famous because of us, Black people as a collective. I never supported this individual, but as a collective, Black people, these people got to where they are because of Black people, the Black community as a whole. Our time, our energy, our click, our view, our money. Okay? Okay. We put them up there, we can bring them down. Stop giving them your energy. Stop giving them your click. Stop giving them your view. Stop giving them your time. Stop giving them your money. Period. If you follow Soulja Boy, unfollow him. Unfollow him. When he goes live acting a fool like that, there should be nobody in the chat. It should be nothing but tumbleweeds. I know a lot of people want to get down in these people comments and let them have it. You when they go live, you wanna go live and you wanna let them have it. No, stop giving them your time, your energy, your click, your view, your money. Period. Let MAGA nuts give them. He don't give a shit about what Black people think. He don't give a shit that he's disappointed the Black community as a whole. He don't give a shit. He don't give a shit. He cared more about taking money from a racist white supremacist. Let that racist white supremacist and his following give him their time, their money, their click, and their view. This somebody mentioned in the chat that his eyes are dark. I noticed that. I noticed that right away when I first watched the clip. I don't know when you high on the booger sugar, does it change? Does it take life out of your eyes? Because he definitely has no life in his eyes. Hey, Walt Gardner. Them when I first saw the clip, I thought those eyes are demon eyes. Child, Snoop Dogg out there taking pictures with MAGA nuts, with the Make America Great Again hat. Let me tell you, they trying to rebrand that whole Make America Great Again, right? That red hat, they know it's a negative thing. They know that the world views that hat as their KKK mask, right? So they're trying to rebrand. They're now making other colors of that hat. I want y'all to understand that. I've seen it in white with gold, Make America Great Again on the front. I've seen it black on black. I've seen it white with blue stitching. They are now trying to rebrand from the red Make America Great Again hat. I want y'all to understand there's a rebranding going on. Donald Trump got 4 years. That's it. If he make it the 4 years. Okay? So there is no talking to this type of demonic spirit. There is no talking or trying to reason with this type and this level of ignorance, this level of crackhead behavior. There is no reasoning with this type of buffoonery. The only way you deal with this type of individual is to remove your energy, your time, your click, your view, and your money. That money he flashing in that video, it won't last long. Because, baby, he's still into that booger sugar. Booger sugar costs money, especially when you're on an entertainer level, a celebrity level. That money ain't going to last long. Because when it was first put out there that he was performing for Donald Trump, anybody who was talking about it also came back with, Soulja Boy is broke. When this man, this child goes live, it should be tumbleweeds. Nobody should be in there. Nobody. If anybody's in there, it's the MAGA nut hat wearing people. Good morning, everybody coming in. That should be in there. Nah, Snoop ain't broke. Snoop rolling with Martha Stewart. I don't know why Snoop. Well, I do know why. Snoop is beholden to Donald Trump. Donald Trump, during his first I was getting ready to say pregnancy. During his first presidency, commuted or pardoned one of Snoop Dogg's really good friends. And we all remember, we've talked about it on this channel. These individuals that Donald Trump pardoned, they were not pardoned for free. Donald Trump and Rudy Giuliani was selling pardons for $2 million. How do we know? Rudy Giuliani told us, because Rudy Giuliani is just, yeah, that mouth, yeah. Because Rudy Giuliani was harassing one of his employees and she sued him as a part of that discovery process, she shared information that he told her. And he told her, now this is direct information, this isn't secondhand. She put in legal documents that Rudy Giuliani told her that he and Donald Trump were selling pardons for $2 million. So when you think about Lil Wayne, who got a pardon from Donald Trump, when you think about Kodak Black, who also got a pardon from Donald Trump, when you think about Snoop Dogg's really good friend that got a pardon from Donald Trump, when you think about Teddy Riley, whose brother got a pardon from Donald Trump, yeah, think about that $2 million. Kwame Kilpatrick got a pardon from Donald Trump. Yes, Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne. That's why all of us. Okay, listen, let me just let y'all know. I've been talking about Kodak Black, Kanye West, Lil Wayne, Killer Mike, Nina Turner. I've been talking about these people. Ice Cube. I've been talking about these people for years and their connections to Donald Trump and the MAGA nut crowd. Blue Dolphin, thank you for the super chat. Not all of the videos that I've done, but a good portion of the videos that I've done talking about these people are on this channel. Go into my video listing, put in the search bar, Kodak Black, put in the search bar, Lil Wayne, put in the search bar, Ice Cube, Waka Flocka. I've been talking about these people. Killer Mike. I've been talking about these people. Okay? And you can get caught up. I even think I put a playlist together talking about these people. Look for the playlist that says traitors to the Black community or traitors to my community, something like that. And I put in that playlist the videos that I could find that I've done talking about these individuals. But that's what Soulja Boy's response to the backlash was. Now I'm going to get into what Nelly had to say. And there's going to be a lot of stopping and starting with this one. This clip is a little bit longer. It's 4 minutes long, but baby, I got to stop as we go. 4 minutes isn't long, but I got to stop as we go because I have to address shit as we go. See, Nelly is a little bit more intelligent than Soulja Boy. He's not as buffoonish as Soulja Boy, but he's still ignorant. He's still ignorant, and he was somewhat condescending in his response to the backlash that he got. Somewhat condescending, and it needs to be put out there. Some things need to be put out there in response to his condescension to correct him. They all are about the cash. Somebody said Nelly is about the cash. They are all about the cash. That's why they can go and shuck and jive and dance for racist white supremacists and feel that they've done nothing wrong and feel like they shouldn't be held accountable. They aren't for the Black community. They don't care about the Black community. They don't care about Black people. Now, Nelly in this clip is talking about the things that he's done for the community. Well, baby, you just wiped all of that out. All of what you've done for Black people and the Black community told us that you really don't care about us and our advancement at all, as long as you get yours. Now, I see some of y'all talking about Rick Ross and Snoop Dogg. I have not seen responses from Rick Ross and Snoop Dogg, so I can't speak on them. I'm wondering if they sitting back and watching how these two responded to the backlash and are like, maybe I shouldn't say anything. I don't know. But let me set up the screen. Now, I don't know who this is that is giving this interview, but I have a problem with the fact that he gave no pushback at all. None. He gave no pushback. None. He just let him talk condescendingly. And of course, he spoke condescendingly towards Kamala Harris, didn't even pronounce her name correctly. Willie D, who is he? Is he a rapper? Who is Willie D? He's a former rapper. Okay, thank y'all. Yeah, he gave no pushback. And at one point, if you ask me, he was co-signing the bullshit. I don't even know who the ghetto boys are. But thank y'all. Thank y'all for letting me know. All right, let's go. Like I said, I'm going to be stopping. And then after I say what I have to say, I will play the whole thing through. So, because a lot of people go into these videos to get the full clip so that they then can do what they want to do. Just hang tight.
With me because I put on for my city and I try to bring my city up every step of the way. I did not know you was riding with me because you thought I would ride for who you voted for. I didn't know that. I apologize. I, I apologize. I didn't know that I had to agree with your political choices, and I thought it was the things that you do, not the things that you say should be done.
I just want to say that this is what MAGA nuts say. This is what MAGA nuts say. When their after the election and Donald Trump won, and the family members who voted for Kamala Harris started to separate themselves from family members who voted for Donald Trump, those MAGA nuts did not want to be held accountable in that way. And so MAGA nuts went out in mass on social media talking about we shouldn't allow politics to break up families. It's not politics. It's not just politics. It is what the politics that this man represents. It's about morality. It's about character. You supported a man that is a known racist that has shown us time and time again that he does not like Black and brown people. He has talked about how he's going to implement policy that will hurt and decimate Black and brown communities. This man has denigrated and disrespected the Black community. This man has talked terribly about Black women, Black people in general. This man has talked about Black countries, called them shithole countries. Why? Because they house Black people. This is what you supported. This man disrespects women, not just Black women, white women, Latino. This man has low morals, low character. And he's shown us this time and time again. He has incited violence against the Black community. The violence that I have to deal with on the regular from racist MAGA nuts, they are incited and wound up by this man. This man puts Black people in danger regularly. This is what you supported. You performing for this man, you coming into contract with this man, is you supporting this man. It's not about the politics. You supporting this man is a representation of you. They like to say, I'm not racist. I'm not misogynist. I'm not homophobic. I'm not transphobic. It very well may be true. But you supporting this man means that none of those things were a deal breaker for you. You supporting this man means you are okay with the homophobia, the transphobia, the misogyny, the violence that he incites towards Black women, the racist rhetoric. You're okay with the racist policies that he's going to implement. And that is a direct reflection of you and your character. It's not about the politics.
You follow what I do. This didn't even be an argument. He's the president. He won. This isn't a campaign.
He's not the president. He won the election. He's not the president. He is the president-elect. He is not the president until he takes the oath.
The RNC. I'm not on the political campaign. I didn't get none of that 1.5. You see what I'm saying? Like to try to help somebody get voted.
Kamala didn't invite you to
No. She didn't invite me. I didn't invite me
either, man. I was
like, so, but
somebody feelings hurt. Somebody's feelings hurt. Somebody's feelings hurt.
I don't knock the one that did. I don't knock the brothers and sisters that benefited from it. I don't knock the correspondents that may have gotten money to do that. I'm not doing this for money. I'm doing this because it's an honor. I respect the office. It don't matter.
Donald Trump has cheapened the office. The office is no longer respectable. When Joe Biden officially steps down, Donald Trump will officially cheapen the office. He has downgraded the office. It's an honor. Nelly says it's an honor to perform for a racist white supremacist. Nelly says it's an honor to perform for a homophobic, a transphobic. Nelly says it's an honor to perform for a rapist. Nelly says that it is an honor to perform for a man that has been a part of domestic abuse on his ex-wife, raped her, according to courtroom documents. Nelly says it's an honor to perform for this man. Again, morals. So what do you really value, Nelly?
Who is in office? The same way that our men and women, our brothers and sisters who protect this country, have to go to war and have to put their life on the line for whoever in office. So if they can put their life on the line for whoever in office, I can damn sure perform. So
what do you say to the people that say we're not giving you this backlash because of your political affiliation or your political choice or whatever? We're giving you this backlash because you are popping up a white supremacist.
I would ask them to show me where there's a white supremacist. And here's the thing. Okay, I get it. He did say if you
warning. Here's the master manipulation right here. Warning, and it's going to tick you off. Okay? It's going to tick you off how he attempts to spin this. However, I will say what he says is not factually incorrect. What he says is correct. But baby, hold on.
Vote for me, you're not black, right? Oh no, that wasn't him. That wasn't him. That wasn't him.
Let me rewind it. Let me rewind it.
And here's the thing. Okay, I get it. He did say if you don't vote for me, you're not black, right? Oh no, that wasn't him. That wasn't him. That wasn't him.
That was Joe Biden. Joe Biden said, and it was spun. I did not hear this quote. Thank you, Shirley, for the super chat. I did not hear this quote. I heard about this quote after the fact. I haven't heard this quote coming directly from Joe Biden's mouth in its entirety, in context. But I heard all of the backlash from the MAGA nuts who used it to try to get black people to turn against Democrats and Joe Biden. Okay, so it is said that Joe Biden said to black people that if you don't vote for me, then you're not black. So what he's doing is, Willie D asked him, what do you say to people who say to you that you are performing or you're aligning yourself with a white supremacist or white supremacy? So what he's coming back and saying, he's not addressing all of the racist shit that Donald Trump has said and done over the years, right? He's not addressing that. He's flipping it on what Joe Biden has said during the campaign. Okay. So that's number one. Joe Biden said that if you don't vote for me, you're not black. Okay.
I'm trying to think. Hold on. He did create.
I know where you're going. I know where you're going.
He did create the crime bill in the 90s, which said that if you get caught with 5 grams of crack, you do a mandatory 5 years that had incarceration. I think even the Vice President Kamala spoke on that part that said that the crime bill played a huge part. He didn't do that.
Okay. We all know that Joe Biden was one of those senators that signed on to the 1994 crime bill. We all know that regarding the difference in between jail sentences or jail time between powder crack and rock crack, right? Okay. Joe Biden was one of those senators that signed on to that bill, as did several other senators, as did Democrat senators. They all signed on to the bill. Hell, Bernie Sanders signed the bill. Okay. So he's bringing that up from 1994. That's a fact. That's a fact.
See, what did he do? I'm trying to think. The white supremacy. Hold on, I'm gonna get to it. Okay, he did not rent to black people. What was it, in the 70s or the 80s? Is that what they said? And like,
So we all know that Donald Trump and his father was sued by the Department of Justice because they refused to rent to black people. Was it the 70s? Yeah, I think it was the 70s, right? They had to pay a fine. They had to pay a fine. They were found guilty. They had to pay a fine. So he's bringing that up and he's poo-pooing it away because it was done all those years ago. But he brings that up as if that is the only thing Donald Trump has done. And he brings it up as if Donald Trump hasn't been racist for the putting out racist shit for the past decade. Okay. I want to make it clear. Yes, Joe Biden signed off on that 1994 crime bill. If you watched the video that I just did and the commutations that Joe Biden just put through, Joe Biden, and if you've been paying attention to Joe Biden's presidency and how he used his presidency and how he implemented policy and laws, you will recognize, you would be able to connect the dots, and you will understand that Joe Biden used his power and his presidency to atone for those mistakes that he made. But Nelly's too ignorant to know that. Nelly's too ignorant to know that. And he's in defense mode. So he is currently defending a white supremacist racist who has shown his colors all of his life, and can only come up with 2 instances with Joe Biden. I'm getting there. Hold on.
Okay, if you rent to him now, nobody's allowed.
So let's forget back in the 70s, Donald Trump and his daddy refused to rent to black people because he's not doing it now. He's not doing it now. See, most of us know that him not refusing to rent to black people, it's a part of his character. It is a part of who he is. Because that led into other things that he's done over the years. But he ain't bringing up these other things.
Right? See, here's the thing. So we can talk.
Before we get into this, he's not talking about how Donald Trump took out a full-page ad calling for the execution of 5 innocent black boys. He's not talking about that. He's not talking about how during Donald Trump's first presidency, how he disrespected and denigrated Black women journalists, called them stupid. He's not talking about how Donald Trump disrespected and denigrated Black congresswomen, told them to go back to their countries. He's not talking about how Donald Trump disrespected and denigrated Black men who play in the NFL, called them sons of bitches, which means he's calling their mothers bitches. He's not bringing up the fact that Donald Trump just recently pushed hateful, racist stereotypes about our Haitian brothers and sisters who are Black people, saying that they're eating dogs and cats. He's not talking about this stuff. He's not talking about how he didn't want his Black workers at his casinos to be seen. He pushed them down, pushed them in the back. He's not talking about how he has incited violence against Black people in this country by inciting hate, division, and racism amongst his base. He's not talking about all of these Kens and Karens that stop Black people who are just living their lives, selling water to raise money to go to Disney World, trying to have a barbecue in the park. He's not talking about how these racist people are incited by Donald Trump's rhetoric. He ain't talking about that. He ain't bring that up. He's not talking about how Donald Trump out on the campaign trail promised immunity to racist cops who will then use that to be violent towards Black people. He's not talking about that. He's not talking about how Donald Trump called Black people animals. He ain't talking about that. He ain't talking about that. He ain't bringing none of that up. But yet, he's going to go into trying to tell us that that people can't change, as if Donald Trump has fucking changed.
About past, but we never want to talk about our past. If we bring up, if our past get brought up in our community for a lot of what our men did, we always call it rehabilitation. Yo, these young brothers, we've been through a lot. I know I've been through a lot. If my past was what was going to prevent me from winning today, I wouldn't be here. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying that he ain't got the fucked up ways. That's not what I'm saying at all. That's why I'm not telling you who to vote for. But what I'm saying is that he's the president of the United States. He's not the candidate for the United States. He's the president.
He's not the president. He's the president-elect. So let me rewind that last little bit so you can hear that in its entirety.
So we can talk about past, but we never want to talk about our. Okay, he did not rent to Black people. What was it, in the 70s or the 80s? Is that what they said? And like, oh, okay, if he renting to him now, nobody's allowed to change, right? See, here's the thing. So
nobody's allowed to change. Has Donald Trump changed, Nelly? You say that as if Donald Trump has rehabilitated himself, because then you go on to talk about rehabilitation and you put yourself in that. Whatever you did in the past, Nelly, clearly you have rehabilitated yourself and you have tried to live a better life. Has Donald Trump rehabilitated himself from being a racist white supremacist? That's number one. Number two, yeah, you may have a dark past, which is why you haven't chosen to run for president. This man has a dark past. People who are fucked up in the Black community, they're not running for president. They are not running to lead this nation. They are not running to represent all Americans. But getting back to the change, nobody's allowed to change. Has Donald Trump shown any of us that he has changed from the racist white supremacist of the 70s to a better man today? No. He's doubled down, he's tripled down, he's quadrupled down in that hateful, racist, white supremacist behavior. He brought it from the 70s into 2025, and that's how he will run this country. Yet, you throw that out there as if Joe Biden hasn't made the change. Did y'all catch that? He put that out there as if Joe Biden hasn't made the change. You brought up the mistakes of Joe Biden's past as if he has not worked to atone for those mistakes. I told y'all, if you pay attention to the things that Joe Biden has done during his presidency, he has worked to try to atone for that mistake of signing the 1994 crime bill. You know why? Because he had a Black woman by his side pointing that shit out. The student loan bill that he tried to pass, he knew how that would benefit the Black community. He passed a rule where people cannot, these credit bureaus cannot list medical debt on your credit report anymore. You know who's that going to benefit the most? That's Black people. And even when Republicans tried to stop him from passing that student loan debt relief bill, he found another way to help as many people as he could. I still got people in my comment section who are finding out that their student loan debt has been wiped clean. Do you know what that does for your credit rating? The sentences that he just commuted, those are Black people. Those are Black people. So Nelly, you bring up change. This man over here, Joe Biden, has recognized the error of his ways, used his presidency and his power to atone for this mistake that he made. He has shown growth over the years. He has shown that he's changed. And yet, you trying to talk about change as if the man that you supported by going to shuck and jive for has changed from 1970s. Hell, no, you will not play in my motherfucking face. And you will not play in the 4,000 people that are in this chat. You will not play in their faces. Not on my fucking watch, Nelly. I'm going to rewind it and let it play in its entirety.
Because I put on for my city and I try to bring my city up every step of the way. I did not know you would ride with me because you thought I would ride for who you voted for. I didn't know that. I apologize. I apologize. I didn't know that I had to agree with your political choices. And I thought it was the things that you do, not the things that you say should be done. If you follow what I do, there shouldn't even be an argument. He's the president. He won. This isn't a campaign. This isn't an RNC. I'm not out on the political campaign. I didn't get none of that 1.5. You see what I'm saying? Like, to try to help somebody get voted.
Kamala didn't invite you to.
No. I didn't invite
you, man.
Like so, but I don't knock the ones that did. I don't knock the brothers and sisters that benefited from it. I don't knock the correspondents that may have gotten money to do that. I'm not doing this for money. I'm doing it because it's an honor.
Bitch, please.
It don't matter who is in office. The same way that our men and women, our brothers and sisters who protect this country, have to go to war and have to put their life on the line for whoever in office. So if they can put their life on the line for whoever in office, I can damn sure perform for whoever in office.
What do you say to the people that say we're not giving you this backlash because of your political affiliation or your political choice or whatever? We're giving you this backlash because you are propping up a white supremacist.
I would ask them to show me where there's a white supremacist, and here's the thing. Okay, I get it. He did say if you don't vote for me, you're not black, right? Oh no, that wasn't him. Hold on, I'm trying to think. Hold on. He did create.
I know where you're going.
He did create the crime bill in the 90s, which said that if you get caught with 5 grams of crack, you do a mandatory 5 years that had mass incarceration. I think even the Vice President Kamala spoke on that part that said that the crime bill played a huge part. He didn't do that. Let me see. What did he do? I'm trying to think. The white supremacist. Hold on. I'm gonna get to it. Okay. He did not rent to black people. What was in the 70s or the 80s? Is that what they said? And like, oh, okay. Is he renting to them now? Nobody's allowed to change, right? See, here's the thing. So we can talk about past, but we never want to talk about our past. If our past get brought up in our community for a lot of what our men did, we always call it real and say, yo, these young brothers, we've been through a lot. I know I've been through a lot. If my past was going to prevent me from winning today, I wouldn't be here. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying that he ain't got the fucked up ways. That's not what I'm saying at all. That's why I'm not telling you who to vote for. But what I'm saying is that he's the president of the United States. He's not the candidate for the United States. He's the president. He won.
That's it. And her name, Nelly, is Kamala Harris. You don't even respect her enough to try to say her name properly. The Black community as a whole put these people up here. We all are responsible for it. The Black community as a whole can bring them down. Stop giving them your time, your energy, your click, your view, your money. Period. The way y'all shut Chrisette Michelle down back in 2016, shut these ninjas down in 2025. Period. Period. That's all I got. That's all I got. Now, yesterday I was supposed to go out looking for furniture. I was supposed to do a lot yesterday. I ain't do shit. After I got off the live, I got right back in the bed. I have to go out and get that furniture today. So this is all I got, y'all. Those are my thoughts on Nelly's and Soulja Boy's response. If you came in late and you missed Soulja, we talked about Soulja Boy first. If you missed Soulja Boy's response, this live will upload to the channel, and you can scroll back to the beginning and watch the live. Do I have Atlanta peeps in here? Do I have North Atlanta peeps here? Atlanta, Marietta, Douglasville, Lithonia, Fulton County, Stonecrest, Redan. Do I have any of those people in the chat, in the surrounding cities of Atlanta? Atlanta peeps, are you in the chat? Okay, Atlanta peeps, prepare. Snow's coming on Tuesday. Snow's coming back on Tuesday. And let me tell you, I was the first snowfall that happened last week, the week before. Bitch, that fucking snow scratched up my windshield and my hood on my fucking new car. Baby, I was sick. Sick. The car's not even a month old. And that fucking snow turned into ice. That fucking snow turned into ice. And as I got into my car, this was the Wednesday before last. As I get into my car, yes, the windshield and the hood. My car's not a month old. I get in the car, I warm up the car, I back out of my driveway, I go on about my business, I get to the stop sign, and all of the snow on the roof of the car came sliding down the windshield and onto the hood. I go to make a left, more snow comes down and slides across the windshield and onto the hood, scratched up the windshield, scratched up the hood. I was fucking sick. Sick, I tell you. My feelings was hurt. I wanted to cry. I wanted to cry. I wanted to cry. Believe me when I tell you, but God. But God. Because, baby, I found a spot. I took my car to the spot because there's no way I was going to be able to. I would have been mad for the next 3-4 years. Every time I had to make a car payment, I would have been pissed. I found a spot. The guy said, "Oh, we can buff that right on out." And an hour later, nothing. Buffed it right on out. Brand new again. Brand new again. He couldn't do the windshield. He referred me to somebody else to do the windshield. They came out on Friday, and I was so nervous because when I was talking to the guy, he wouldn't commit to saying that they could buff out the windshield. The guy came out, he was like, yeah, I can take care of that. It'll take me about an hour. Really? My windshield looks brand new. So I am happy again. I am happy again. And I've got a snow cover coming today. Baby, my glass was scratched up. I have a garage. Yes, I do. But I use my garage as storage. And I also have like a section in the garage for my workout equipment. So a part of my garage is my little gym area. So, but it should arrive today, my cover for my car. And so the snow here in Georgia is supposed to start falling Tuesday afternoon, early Tuesday afternoon. And I just want to let my peeps know because it's another, hey, spilling the tea. How you doing? Yeah, I got a car cover. I got a car cover coming. Listen, we don't get snow like this in Georgia. Listen, the snow just started clearing up on Friday. I still had a bunch of snow in my backyard on Friday morning. So get some ice and salt. We don't get snow like this. When we get snow, it a lot of the times it does not stick. If it does stick, by the next day, the snow is melted and gone. The snow we got a week and a half ago, we don't get snow like this. And we're expected to get 1 to 3 inches of more snow on Tuesday. Baby, when I tell you I was sick, I was fucking sick. I was sick. But thank God, and now I'm prepared. Bitch, you won't get me this time. We got us a nice little cover, and I haven't even named the car. I still haven't named the car yet. And we gonna cover her up. We gonna protect her. But I am thankful. I tipped that brother with that windshield. I was so happy. He got them scratches out. I was so happy. He was like, "Oh, ma'am, this is just too much money." I was like, "Baby, do you know if I had to replace this windshield, how much it was going to cost?" Because it's not just a matter of replacing the windshield anymore. You got that camera. There's the camera. There's the sensors up there, bitch. It's just not a matter of replacing the windshield anymore. 7 inches in NYC? Listen. So yeah, we're getting Atlanta peeps. We're getting more snow on Tuesday. So if you ain't got no groceries in the house, get to the grocery store. I ordered groceries yesterday. So I think we're good. We don't have like snacks, but since I've been on my weight loss journey, I don't snack like that. The type of snacks I have is Greek yogurt and little fruit cups and all of that stuff. So hey Dana, I love you back. Thank you all so much for your support. Car name her Cherry. I don't like that. It don't go with the vibe. You know what I'm saying? It don't go with the vibe. You're welcome, Progressively Independent. Thank you for being a member. Name her Harriet. Yeah. I might be able to do that. Hell yeah. 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 I might be able to do that. Okay, so listen, peeps. We are not watching the inauguration tomorrow. Okay, we're not watching it. We are not turning on MSNBC. We're not turning on any of the major news networks. We're not watching that shit. We're streaming, we're watching cat videos, we're watching puppy videos. You're watching your favorite content creator on YouTube. Okay? You're not watching any of that. You're not watching none of that. You ain't watching none of the balls, the parades council. Yeah, we ain't watching none of that shit. We're turning that shit off. Okay, we're not giving that our time, our energy, our click, and our view. 92%. We are not giving energy to anything or anyone that does not serve us in a positive way. Okay? Okay. We're not watching any of that. We're not watching major news networks who have channels on YouTube. We're not watching that shit. We're not watching it. Okay? We're not giving them the click and the view even on YouTube. We're not clicking on their posts about the inauguration on Instagram or Threads, or if you're on Twitter, with none of that shit. Okay? We're not watching any of it. None of it. Take a nice long nap. There's 92% brunches happening all across the nation. Go to a nice brunch. Take yourself out to brunch. Take yourself out to lunch. Go walk the mall. Take your baby to the dog park. You got a fur baby? Take the baby to the dog park. Read a book. Take a nice long nap. Okay? So we're not watching any of that. Tomorrow, for all of us, is Martin Luther King Day. Okay? We're going to watch Martin Luther King speeches. We're going to post about Martin Luther King. We're not posting about the inauguration. We're not. We're going to share Martin Luther King quotes. We're going to share clips of Dr. Martin Luther King. We're going to reshare whatever Bernice King puts out there on social media. We're going to reshare that. We're going to share quotes from Coretta Scott King. Right? That's what we're going to do. Go to the MLK parade. I know some people that are volunteering across the nation. So that's an alternative. You can do that. Oh, somebody's gifting memberships down in the chat. Bad Ras. Girl, you be giving out memberships. You did this yesterday. Somebody's giving out memberships down in the chat. Thank you, Bad. Let me see. What's the full name? Bad Ras Gal. Thank you. I appreciate that. There's log out of Facebook, Instagram. No, I can't do that, but I understand other people doing that. As a content creator who's serious about my shit, yeah, I got to keep people informed. But yeah, I will be taking a break from politics tomorrow. I will be sharing MLK stuff. Learn how to grow food. That's a good point. Let's see. Anything else that I need to say about tomorrow? Oh, listen, I'm probably going to do a video about that. I'll save that little tidbit about the TikTok ban and all of that stuff for a quick video. And that's probably the only video that I am doing today. Cause yeah, I got to get out and order this couch. And then I need to, yeah, there's a couple of other things. Oh, I got some stuff that I need to return for Amazon. So who will keep half an eye to make sure no press pro? You'll get all of that. If you're out on social media, you'll see it. You'll come across it. You'll see it in your scrolling. What I'm saying is just scroll. Don't click on it, because that gives them the view. And on that note, y'all have a fantastic day. Y'all be safe out there. And I'll see y'all. Okay? Thank y'all for your time. Thank y'all for the super chats. Welcome to all of the new members. Thank you to my moderators that were down in the chat, Aisha and Bougie Barbie. Thank you for your time this morning. If you're down in the chat and you're not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and subscribe. We are on the road to 500,000 subscribers, and I'm close. I'm 30,000 away from 200,000. So if you're not subscribed, go ahead and click that subscribe button. If you are not a member, go ahead and become a member. I think I kept my membership really cheap. You becoming a member is it helps to support this channel. It helps to support what I do here. Thank you, Gwen. Okay. All right. Except if you're a MAGA nut, no, don't hit the subscribe button. You're not welcome here. You're not welcome. If you're a MAGA nut, don't become a member. You're not welcome here. And I might not see you acting a fool down in the chat, but eventually I will. And when I see you, I will block you, because you can't help but yourself but be the type of individual that you are, which is a depraved individual. You can't help yourself. So you get down in the comments and you show us just how deplorable and depraved that you are, because you can't help yourself. So eventually I will see you acting a fool down in my comments. And when I see you, I will block you. Period. You're not welcome here. You may have freedom of speech. You just don't have freedom of speech over here. You don't. Not in my world. Support fan base. Support fan base. Okay? All right. Where's my end stream? All right. I love y'all. Thank y'all. I'll see y'all in the next one.